Bienvenue dans ce cours de African History, niveau grade 8. Aujourd'hui, nous allons étudier African Resistance to Colonisation, The Heroes Who Said No. Je vais t'expliquer ce sujet pas à pas. Installe-toi confortablement et suis bien. Commençons par une introduction. Imagine for a moment your neighborhood, your village, your family. Armée étrangère arrive, burn your homes, steal your harvest, kidnap your parents, and tell you, from now on, you obey us, you speak our language, you pray to our God, and your history begin today with us. What would you do? This is exactly what happened in Africa at the end of the 19th century. European powers, France, England, Portugal, Italy, Belgium, Germany, decided to carve up the continent during the infamous Berlin Conference, 1884 à 1885. No African was invited. Borders were drawn with a pencil on a map, cutting through kingdom, separating family, uniting enemy. And they said, this is worse. But African did not accept this with bowed head. Contrary to what some books still claim, Africa did not let itself be colonized like a lamb going to slaughter. Everywhere, men and women organized resistance. Some lasted months, other decades. Some even won, in Ethiopia. These heroes are not rebels or warlords. They are patriots, visionary, strategists who defended their land, their culture, and their freedom. They are our ancestors. In this chapter, we will travel across Africa to meet these giants. Samori Touré, the architect of modern guerrilla warfare, Béhanzin, the warrior king of Dahomey, Queen Zinga, the diplomatic strategist, La Dior, the horseman of Jolof, El Hadj Omar, the empire builder, the Maze warriors, and above all, the Battle of Adwa, where Ethiopia inflicted a crushing defeat on the Italian colonized. We will understand their strategy, their motivation, their sacrifice. And we will learn that African resistance never ceased, it simply changed form. Passons maintenant aux notions fondamentales. Écoute bien, c'est la base de ce chapitre. The Root of Resistance, Why and How African Fought. 1. The Berlin Conference, The Theft of a Continent. Before talking about the heroes, we must understand what they fought against. In 1884 à 1885, the European powers met in Berlin, Germany, to divide Africa among themselves. No African leader was present. The Europeans decided that to own a land, one simply had to effectively occupy it. This triggered a frantic scramble, each country wanted its share of the cake. The consequences were dramatic, entire kingdoms were annexed overnight. People who were enemy were placed in the same country, e.g., the Malinké and the Sénoufo in Côte d'Ivoire. People who were brothers were separated, e.g., the Somali divided among 5 powers. For Africans, this invasion was not a civilizing mission as the Europeans claimed. It was an aggression, a violation of their sovereignty, outright theft. And they responded with arms. 2. Samori Touré, 1830 à 1900. The Lion of Wassoulou. Samori Touré is arguably the greatest African military strategist of the 19th century. Born in 1830 in present-day Guinea, he was a trader who became a war chief. He founded the Wassoulou Empire, a well-organized state with a modern army, an efficient administration, and an economy based on trade and agriculture. HIS strategy, modern guerrilla warfare. Samori understood early on that he could not face French cannon in pitched battle. He developed a tactic of harassment, lightning attack, ambush, destroying crop to starve the enemy, strategic retreat. Professional army, he created a permanent army of 30,000 to 50,000 soldiers, trained, disciplined, and equipped with repeating rifles, purchased from British traders. Mobility, he moved this entire people, women, children, the elderly, to avoir encirclement. He was called the Walking Emperor. Diplomacy, he played the French against the British, negotiated treaties, and bought time. The fight. Samori resisted the French army for 18 years, 1882 à 1898. He inflicted several crushing defeats on the colonial troops. But the French finally capture him in 1898, after using underhanded methods, capturing his son, destroying his village. Et died in exile in Gabon in 1900. Leçon, Samori tissues det résistance cambilon, organisé, and intelligent. Et did not lose through weakness, but through betrayal and overwhelming enemy number. 3. Béhanzin, 1844 à 1906 The King of Thunder. Béhanzin was the King of Dahomey, présent des Bénin. His kingdom was famous for its formidable female soldiers, the Amazon of Dahomey, elite warriors who fought without fear. Béhanzin was a prou, intelligent king, determined to preserve his people's independence. His strategy, open resistance, unlike Samori, Béhanzin chose to confront the French in pitched battle, using the power of his army, especially his Amazon. Diplomatie, et tried to negotiate with the French, offering trade treaties, but refusing to lose his sovereignty. Economic sabotage, et destroyer oil palm plantation, a resource coveted by the French, to deprive them of loot. The fight. War broke out in 1890. Béhanzin won several victory, notably the Battle of Cotonou, 1890. But the French, better armed and more numerous, eventually took the capital, Abomey, in 1894. Béhanzin refused to surrender and fled into the bush. He was captured in 1894 and exiled to Martinique, then Algeria, where he died in 1906. Leçon, Béhanzin show us that courage alone is not enough against technology and number. But his refusal to capitulate, even after defeat, is an example of dignity. 4. Queen Zinga, 1583 à 1663 The strategist of Ndongo. Although she lived in the 17th century, before the great colonial wave of the 19th, Queen Zinga is an essential figure of African resistance. She ruled the kingdom of Ndongo and Matamba, present in Angola. She fought the Portuguese, who wanted to capture Slav and control the region. Her strategy, diplomacy, Nzinga was an exceptional negotiator. In 1622, she went to Luanda to meet the Portuguese governor. Refusing to sit on a Matatis feet, a sign of submission, she ordered one of her servants to get on all four to serve at her seat. She negotiated an equal alliance, she allied with the Dutch, enemy of the Portuguese, to obtain weapons and soldiers. Mobility warfare, she used her knowledge of the terrain swamp, forest, to set ambush for the Portuguese. Cultural resistance, she preserved her people's tradition and religion, refusing forced baptism. The fight. Nzinga led a 30-year war against the Portuguese. She was never defeated. She signed a peace treaty in 1656 that guaranteed her kingdom's independence. She ruled until her death in 1663. Leçon, Nzinga proved that a woman can be a powerful a man, and that diplomacy is a formidable weapon as a rifle. 5. La Dior, 1842 à 1886 The Horseman of Jolof. La Dior was the Damel, king, of Cayor, a kingdom in Senegal. He was an exceptional horseman and a respected leader. He fiercely opposed the construction of the Dakar-Saint-Louis Railway, which was to cross his kingdom. He understood that this railway was the Trojan horse of colonization, it would allow the French to control the country. His strategy, armed resistance, La Dior used his light cavalry to harass French troops. He was elusive. Refusal of imposed modernity, et forbade the construction of the railway on his land, sacrificing economic development to preserve independence. Call for unity, et tried to unite neighboring kingdom against the French, but without success. The fight. In 1886, La Dior was betrayed by some of his close associates, who were booked by the French. He died in combat at the Battle of Dekele, refusing to flee or surrender. He preferred death to submission. Leçon, La Dior embody honor and sacrifice. He knew he would lose, but he chose to die standing rather than live on his knees. 6. El Hadj Omar Toll, 1794 à 1864 The Empire Buildé. El Hadj Omar Tol was a Muslim scholar, a religious leader, and a conqueror. He founded the two-color empire, which stretched from present-day Senegal to Mali. He fought both animist kingdom and the French. His strategy, holy war, et used Islam to unite people and justify resistance. Territorial expansion, et created a vast empire to face the French threat. Fortification, et built Tata, earth fortification, to protect his cities. The fight. El Hadj Omar fought the French for several years. He won victory but also suffered defeats. He died in 1864 in an accident, en explosion in his powder magazine, but his empire survived him for a time. Leçon, El Hadj Omar showed that resistance can also take on a religious and unifying dimension. 7. The Maze, the Unyielding Warriors. The Maze, a people of East Africa, Kenya, Tanzania, were formidable warriors. They fiercely resisted British and German colonization. Their strategy, mobility warfare, the Maze were nomadic pastoralists. They used their mobility to evade colonial column. Refusal of enlistment, they refused to work for the colonists, pay tax, or become sedentary. Cultural resistance, they preserved their tradition, language, and way of life despite pressure. The fight. The Maze were never completely subdued. They signed treaties with the British but retained a great deal of autonomy. Their resistance was more cultural than military, but just as effective. Leçon, the Maze teach us that resistance can be silent, stubborn, and deadly. 8. The Battle of Adwa, 1896 Africa that won. This is the most glorious moment of this chapter. In 1896, Ethiopia, one of only two independent African countries along with Liberia, faced Italy, which wanted to colonize it. Emperor Menelik II had prepared this country, et booked modern weapons, canons, rifles, trained an army of 100,000 men, and unified the Ethiopian people. The battle. En Marche 1, 1896, near the town of Adwa, Italian troop, 17,000 men, attacked. But Menelik was waiting for them. Thanks to better knowledge of the terrain, en intelligence strategy, and fierce determination, the Ethiopian crushed the Italian. The toll, 7,000 Italians killed, 1,500 wounded, 3,000 prisonniers. On the Ethiopian side, 4,000 dead, 8,000 wounded. Conséquence, Italy had to recognize Ethiopia's independence. Ethiopia remained independent until 1936, invasion by Mussolini. This victory became a symbol for the entire continent, Africa could beat Europe. Leçon, Adwa proved that unity, preparation, and determination can overcome technical superiority. It is proof that colonisation was not inevitable. Allons maintenant plus loin dans le sujet. Voici la partie approfondissement. Form of resistance, beyond weapon. African resistance was not limited to battles and rifles. The heroes we have seen used weapons, but other form of resistance were just as important. 1. Diplomatic resistance. Before fighting, many African leaders tried to negotiate. They sent ambassadors, signed treaties, offered gifts. They hoped the Europeans would be content with trade and friendship. But the Europeans wanted everything. Diplomacy often served to buy time, to prepare for war. Example, Queen Zinga used diplomacy brilliantly, turning alliance in her favor. 2. Cultural resistance. The colonies wanted to destroy African culture, banning language, religion, dance, clothing. Many Africans resisted by preserving their tradition in secret. They continued to speak their language at home, practiced their religious rite in the bush, wear their traditional clothes during ceremony. Example, the Maze refused to become sedentary farmers, remaining faithful to their pastoral way of life. 3. Economic resistance. The colonists wanted Africans to work for them, in mine, plantation, railway. Many Africans refused to work, ran away, sabotage de crop, burned warehouse. This is what is called a strike before the letter. Exemple, Béanzin destroyer oil palm plantation to deprive the French of resource. 4. Spiritual resistance. Prophet and religious leader often led revolt. They announced that the ancestor would return to chase away the white, that the bullet from rifle would turn into water. This gave courage to the fighter. Exemple, the Maji Rebellion in Tanzania, 1905 à 1907, was led by a prophet who distributed magic water, Magi, believed to protect against bullet. 5. Female resistance. African women played a crucial, often forgotten role. They were warriors, Amazon of Dahomey, spy, messenger, LR, and some team war leader. Queen Zinga is the most famous example, but there were many other. Exemple, the Ashanti women, Ghana, led the War of the Queen Mother revolt in 1900, after their king was exiled. 6. Why did colonisation finally succeed? Despite all this resistance, colonisation succeeded, except in Ethiopia. Why? Technological superiority, European had repeating rifle, machine guns, canon, steamship. African had muzzle-loading rifle, spears, bow. African division, European systematically used rivalry between kingdom to divide and rule. They booked of chiefs, signed treaties with enemy. Disease, European brooked disease, smallpox, missile, against which African had no immunity. Time, European could way. They had reinforcement, resource. African had to farm, feed their family, protect their village. But beware, colonisation was never total. Pocket of resistance persisted everywhere. And above all, resistance never ceased, it simply changed form, becoming political, union-based, intellectual, leading to the independence of the 1950s-1960s. Voici quelques méthodes et astuces pour t'aider à mieux comprendre et à retenir. How to remember all these heroes. 1. Mind map, draw a map of Africa and place each hero on their territory. Connect them with Arrow, Samori, Guinea, Béanzin, Bénin, Nzinga, Angola, La Dior, Sénégal, El Hadj Omar, Mali et Sénégal, Mazé, Kenya, Tanzania, Menelik, Ethiopia. 2. Acronym, create a sentence to remember the names, Sam as big nose licked every man's meal, Samori, Béanzin, Nzinga, La Dior, El Hadj, Mazé, Menelik. 3. Qui date, 1884 à 1885, Berlin Conférence, 1882 à 1898, Samori S Résistance, 1890 à 1894, Béanzin S War, 1886, Death of La Dior, 1896, Battle of Adwa. 4. Stratégie, associate each hero with their method, Samori est égal à Guerilla and Mobility, Béanzin est égal à Pitched Battle and Amazon, Nzinga est égal à Diplomacy and Alliance, La Dior est égal à Cavalry and Sacrifice, Menelik est égal à Unity and Préparation. 5. Tell the story, don't memorize that. Tell yourself the story like a movie. Samori is the guy who held out for 18 years playing hide and seek with the French. 6. Quiz with friends, ask yourself question, who won at Adwa? What was the name of the warrior queen of Dahomey? Si tu veux aller plus loin. If you want to go deeper, here are some lead. Book, Nation nègre et culture by Cheikh Anta Diop, to understand the root of African civilization. Film, Adwa, Ethiopian documentary on the battle. Documentary, L'Afrique des résistances, available on YouTube. Museum, The Museum of Black Civilization in Dakar, Sénégal, HAS a room dedicated to resistance. Somme, Samori by Tiken Jafakoli, tribute to the Guinean hero. Website, www.alkebulanacademy.com, or platform, with additional module. Point important à retenir, The Berlin Conference, 1884 à 1885, organisée The Partition of Africa without African. Point important à retenir, Samori Touré resisted the French for 18 years using guerrilla warfare and mobility. Point important à retenir, Béanzin used the Amazon of Dahomey to fight the French. Point important à retenir, Queen Zinga negotiated en equal with the Portuguese and was never defeated. Point important à retenir, la Dior died in combat rather than submit to the French.